We're here back at the Fantasy Bar. 6 of my favorite plays for Wednesday night in the MLB, including a couple hitters under 3,000 on FanDuel, my favorite pitcher in the mid-range, what team am I stacking up, and of course, my favorite play of the night. Who is it? Belly up to the Fantasy Bar and find out. Welcome in, guys. Wednesday edition Beers Daily Fantasy Six-Pack. Good to be back here once again in the friendly confines of the Fantasy Bar, providing 6 of my favorite DFS plays across FanDuel and DraftKings. Thank you, as always, for hanging out here in the Fantasy Bar. Now, before we get into the plays, as always, a little bit of housekeeping. First thing, guys, hit that thumbs up button. Let's knock that out right away. I greatly appreciate it. You guys have been doing a great job with that, and it helps us out tremendously. So that's the way to pay here in the Fantasy Bar. Free of charge in the video. All I need you to do is click that thumbs up button and make sure you subscribe to the channel. Get notified when these videos are coming out. Lastly, guys, take advantage of this special offer. Head down to the comment section. The link is there for scoresandodds.com/beer. And we have a special offer just for you guys, $9.99 for a 5-day free trial. Can also sign up for the monthly or yearly subscription. But guys, it's some of the best betting information I have seen. And it's not just baseball. You get access to all the sports: baseball, NBA, NHL, golf, tons of great analytics there, splits, all the betting information you need, and premium picks from all of your favorite RotoGrinders personalities. Take advantage. That link is there. Go click it. Get signed up. Scoresandodds.com/beer. All right, let's get into the plays here for Wednesday night. Let's start at second base. Outfield with Brandon Lowe of the RHYS. So a lot of reasons I like this play. First of all, that price on FanDuel, under $3K for a heart of the order hitter. Can't beat that. Also, I think we're going to get very low ownership here on him. A slow start to the season. The numbers are ugly. On DraftKings, a lot of people are going to scoff at paying $4,600 for him. So we get that low ownership here as well. Pitcher on the other side, Mr. Arihara, has allowed multiple earned runs in both starts this season. When you look at the bullpen for Texas, there's some young promising arms there for sure, but they are middle of the road at best as a bullpen here. And if they go to lefty here, Lowe, one of those guys that hits lefties well. So power against both righties and lefties. If we don't get a long start out of the starter, does not matter. They go into the bullpen. I think advantage Lowe here once again. Price too low on FanDuel. Ownership should be low. He's going to lead off for us here tonight in the 6-pack. All right, let's stay on the infield at third base. ALEC of the Phillies. So continues to make an impact. We had him early on in the season. We're going right back to the well here. He's hit now in 8 of the last 9 games. Some multi-hit games in there as well. We know this guy hits for power. 271 ISO against left-handed pitching. You see that nice 374 weighted OBA against lefties. Mr. Peterson, decent numbers against righties, no doubt. ISO though, 190, does give up some power. The strikeouts only at 18% against right-handed hitters. So like when that number's low, especially for these power hitters, and he does give up some hard contact, 36% hard contact rate to right-handed hitters as well. So you add it all up, I think BOHM, a lot of potential here. The power is there. Peterson been a little vulnerable in that department. Love the spot for ALEC tonight against the New York Mets. All right, moving right along to the outfield here with MARCELL OZUNA of the Braves. So like Lowe, very slow start here for OZUNA, and a lot of people, that's what they're looking at. This guy hasn't done much. They're going to look in a different direction. Now, we mentioned the weather. We have to keep an eye on that. Looks a little dicey in Atlanta, but I do think they get this game going, even if it is a delay. So I'm going to stick with the picks here. If anything happens, we will make the adjustments both on Twitter and in the comment section if there are any weather issues. So stay tuned for that. But let's pretend the weather's going to be good. OZUNA, a guy I want to get in my lineup. 380 WOBA against right-handers over the last 2 seasons. We know this guy smashes lefties as well. So no matter what they do, again, we talk a lot about bullpens here. If the starter doesn't go long, righty or lefty, OZUNA is going to be a guy that we're going to want to have in our lineup in Atlanta. Projected for over 5 runs in this game. So they're going to score some runs. Another heart of the order bat. You get under 3,000 on FanDuel. And even at 4,200 on DraftKings, I think one of the better values in that price range. Get him in those lineups tonight against the Miami Marlins. All right, so we mentioned Atlanta supposed to score over 5 runs tonight. That would be nice run support for our starting pitcher option tonight in Charlie Morton of the Braves. So again, weather going to be a slight issue here that we got to watch, but I think this game goes. And Morton, a guy I want to anchor my lineups with at the starting pitcher position. Why? First of all, price. Really shocked that this price is this low on Charlie Morton. Just 7,600 on DraftKings really stood out to me. 8,500 on FanDuel is going to allow us to get some very premium bats in our lineup here. And we look at some of the props. Let's dig into some of the markets here. Lance McCullers, the highest priced pitcher on DraftKings, 6.5 strikeout prop. Same number here for Charlie Morton. I get it. Matchup a little tougher here with this Miami team who's shown they can put up some runs than what McCullers is going to deal with Detroit. But the point is, I'm saving money here at the same kind of upside in the strikeout department. And we look at Miami, yes, they can score runs, but they also will strike out. We have 5 projected starters in that Miami lineup with a strikeout rate above 27% against righties. And we know Morton can really get it going in the strikeout department. So the betting market, I like the over on that strikeout prop. And in DFS, love getting him in those lineups tonight, especially at these prices under 9K on FanDuel and just 7,600 on DraftKings. Love me some Charlie Morton tonight at the starting pitcher position. All right, let's get back to the bats. Let's go back to the infield at shortstop with Carlos Correa of the Astros. So the Astros been somewhat quiet here in this series against Detroit as far as the offense goes. I think they get that going here tonight against Michael Fulmer, and I really love this individual matchup for Carlos Correa. You can stack this team. Obviously, it's expensive, but Correa just matches up extremely well. And let's look into some of the numbers here, and you can find these numbers in our Plate IQ tool over on RotoGrinders. But when we look at some of Michael Fulmer's primary pitches, generally uses fastball, slider, sinker. Makes up about 85 to 90% of what he's going to throw to right-handed hitters. Correa, extremely good against all 3 of these pitches. Fastball, 425 WOBA, 366 ISO. Slider has a 264 ISO against that pitch and goes to the sinker. Guess what? Good numbers there as well. 425 WOBA and a 255 ISO. Fulmer's also been absolutely terrible against righties dating back to last season. 546, the weighted OBA allowed, 431, the ISO, and a 41% hard contact rate. So this is just not the same pitcher that he was before the injury. Take advantage here, especially at a tough shortstop position with Carlos Correa of the Astros. All right, guys, it's time to take a look at my favorite play for Wednesday night. Before we do that, we're going to continue our Beast of the Night contest. It's free to you guys. It's a thank you for you guys for hanging out, watching the video, hitting that thumbs up button. All you got to do, get in the comment section below the video and guess fantasy points on DraftKings for my highest scoring hitter of the 5 hitters we're going to give you tonight. I don't need to know a name, just fantasy point output for that highest scoring hitter. The best and closest guess is going to win themselves a free 3-day pass to RotoGrinders Premium or a free RotoGrinders t-shirt. Let's wrap Wednesday night up with my favorite play, you know him as the Beast of the Night. All right, Beast time. We're going to go back to the infield. We're going to go back to Philadelphia. We're going to go with first baseman RHYS Hoskins, tonight's Beast of the Night. So love this spot for Hoskins tonight. A little BVP for you here, and I know it's very limited, only 5 at-bats here, but Hoskins 4 for 5 with 2 home runs against Mr. Peterson. So I had to throw a little BVP in there for you guys. But the main thing I'm looking at here in matchup with a left-handed pitcher has been spades for Hoskins. 455 ISO, a WOBA over 500. Even if they bring in a righty out of that bullpen, we still get some power at Hoskins, sitting right around a 200 ISO against right-handers. And I love Philly. We've already seen ALEC BOHM in the 6-pack. Hoskins almost put out McCutchen in here as well. Philly, one of those teams. It's not a 5.3 total like the Braves have, but middle of the road total, a stack that not a lot of people are going to be on here. Philadelphia fits the bill. Even if you don't want to stack the Phillies, that's fine. I would still get Hoskins in my lineup in all formats tonight. RHYS Hoskins, easily my favorite play for Wednesday night. Tonight's Beast of the Night. All right, guys, that wraps up here for Wednesday night in the Fantasy Bar. Any comments, questions, feedback, hit me up in that comment section right below the video. You can also follow me on Twitter at Beermakersfan. And guys, don't forget, scoresandodds.com/beer. That link is in the description. Take advantage. Get some access to some of these premium picks. They've been on fire lately. I don't want you guys to miss out. Take advantage of the special pricing over there. Now, from RotoGrinders.com, I am Beer saying salut. Best of luck here tonight, guys. We'll be back with some NBA action. That's right. We'll do an NBA video on Friday for our NBA guys. So stay tuned for that. Good luck tonight, guys, and we'll see you.
Hey, thanks for checking out our videos. If you want more expert advice on DraftKings, FanDuel, or any other daily fantasy sports, make sure you check out the current videos playlist